Okay guys, what I'm going to do is just quickly show you the process about the vinyl better than I did earlier today. So earlier today I showed you about the adhesive vinyl and how this part right here is the side that you would place your mat on, so it would go just like this, where you could see the color that would be facing you, and this part would be facing the mat, so that when it's ironed on, so that when you place it inside your cutting machine, it's going to cut out your letters or cut out your images. So I don't know if you can see that, but it says Lisa. And so what you would do at this point is you would take and you would pull away the excess vinyl, and I'm going to get it started here, and then I'm going to turn it around. So give me 1 second. Sometimes I have a hard time using this tool because I don't killed it. Like, it's got a little crook on it, a little thing on the end. Can you see that where I bent it? I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, so what I did is I started to pull the vinyl away, the excess vinyl away, and then it will actually leave the part that spells out Lisa. And sometimes you have to kind of be a little bit careful because it will pull up your letters and numbers and things like that, and so you might have to kind of play with it. So let me get it started here, and then I'm going to turn it around, and that's because I'm using a real thin font, so sometimes it'll act funky with you, but after a while you'll get the habit of what to do. So you can see there I've started with the L, and I'm just pulling away the excess vinyl that I don't need. That's all I'm doing, pulling away the excess vinyl that I don't need, and also my letters. Oh, yeah. Sometimes you gotta play with it, I'm telling you. You're just gonna have to know that it's not the end of the world. So it's kind of pulling up my S a little bit, but I got that baby back on there. So you just have to be careful. It's just a thin font, and that's why it's acting kind of funky here, because of that font. But we got it. Alrighty. So my A is also acting up, and so I'm just going to pull it off here. 1 second, and I'm glad it did that, so I can show you guys that it's not the end of the world. Okay, so don't panic and all that kind of stuff. All you have to do is just take it and put it back on. That's it. Just take it and place it back on there, and all is well with the world. Don't freak out and don't give up. Just get that excess off. All right, so now got that little piece of vinyl that was trying to stick to me. Don't want to stick to the paper, but it wants to stick to me. So that's Lisa. So at this point, what you would do is you would take your transfer tape, and you would use that transfer tape to pull away or to actually varnish these letters onto your transfer tape. And then from the transfer tape, you would place them onto your mug. Okay? So I'm going to take this transfer tape, and hopefully this is long enough for me. Yeah, perfect. So I have some transfer tape, and actually this transfer tape that I'm using came from the vinyl from iron-on. So you can always take, remember I said that shiny side on your heat transfer vinyl is your transfer. So I'm using that from a previous heat transfer where I did a t-shirt. I'm using that transfer sheet to varnish my letters to it. So I'm just going to take and just rub a little bit to varnish the letters from where the vinyl is over to this now heat transfer vinyl transfer tape. That's what I mean, not vinyl. All right, and sometimes I'll press it over to do it on the back. just to make sure that I varnish it and the letters come up easily. And let's see what we got. So there we go. The letters come right off. And so now Lisa is no longer on the store-bought vinyl sheet. Okay, vinyl sheet, this is trash now. And then this is ready for you to take it and place it on whatever smooth, hard surface that you want to place it on. So if I wanted to put Lisa on this mug, it's ready to go. And again, you just want to take one of your tools. I call this my spatula. And a lot of times I use it to lift up stuff off my mat, but I'm using it multi-use. Okay, so you just take and make sure that you get everything down, and then you just pull that pull that transfer tape away. And sometimes you kind of have to make sure it doesn't pull your letters with it, because this is kind of like a strong grip, so sometimes you kind of have to play with it. There we go. Just want to get it started coming off of there. So I just wanted to show you guys, don't be afraid. You can't, if you mess up, learn from it and try again. That's all you got to do. Let's just try again. Okay. It's giving me a little bit of a hard time because this is the truth when it comes to transfer tape. The transfer tape that comes from the HTV is the truth. Okay, so there we have Lisa. Okay, so that is using the adhesive vinyl. Okay, it started out on the store-bought vinyl sheet and it was covered in blue. And then I took it and I put it in Cricut Design Space and did the name Lisa. And then I pulled away my excess vinyl. And then I took the transfer tape and I laid it on top of there once I had just the name Lisa. I varnished that together to get it to stick to just the transfer tape. And then I took and I put it on a smooth hard surface, which is this mug. So that's how you do it, guys. That is the adhesive vinyl transfer process. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video and I'm going to start another video on utilizing the HTV transfer tape. Any questions, comments, or concerns, guys, let me know. All right, each one teach one. All right, thank you.